Is there any wonder when we were doing Wingman's Hangar why we went to pre-recorded shows?
Professional operation.
Right. We are. Well, you know, that's a good point. Actually, we are doing this relatively inexpensively because we believe in shepherding the money and being responsible adults with that kind of thing. And this is the kind of way we will make sure you can, you know, trust us with what we're doing. So, are we ready now, Michael?
We're ready. I can run it silent or with music, however you want.
Let's run it silent. Maybe we'll release it a little later with, or you know, run it with music just quietly if you want.
I'll see if I can do that.
Either one, whatever you choose to do. Is fine.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and silent.
Pre-production
live
pre-production.
Here we go. We're gonna roll.
All right, we are really rolling this time.
There it is, right there. You got talked over.
Yay.
All right, so here you go. You can kind of see one of the maps we're building right here. We haven't named it yet, but it's a fly-through.
Those tunnels are cool.
Yeah, they are very, very cool.
That's where I think the shield recharges stations are going to go, is in those tunnels.
Yep. And here's kind of like if you look at you got the inside the asteroid, all these tunnels, the variety of how it moves around.
The core and didn't even mention it.
I know. And Mike really sped this up, by the way.
Zoom.
It's not going to be that fast in real life.
It will be.
No, it will not be this fast.
That looks dangerous.
It does.
I'm going to run into a lot of those.
Yeah.
That is very cool. I like the cross beam.
So we'll put this up later in actual little slower speed. I don't know why we're going about, you know, feeling like it's twice as fast as it should be. Now this is kind of what the map looks like. Pay no attention to the lack of T's there. We're going to have more of that later. This is just an early version. We just kind of wanted to kit bash and build it out and let you guys see where we're going. So you can kind of see the descent. We'll put doors in there. We'll put power-ups. That was going to be a big thing we're going to talk about later.
You ruined my questions.
No, what? There's...
Ignore the man over here to my right.
Right. So that's kind of cool. But we got a lot of stuff. You know, we put the forum feedback up there, or the what the fact. And we want your questions. We want to answer what's going on. Now, there are a lot of questions in there that require more than just this kind of live stream.
Yeah.
I mean, they require a deep dive, essentially.
Well, they need to be somewhere where they stay present so people can find them later on.
100%. If you just miss this broadcast or you don't want to go digging around for it, you know, it needs to be almost somewhere sticky or somewhere people can read it. So that being said, we are going to launch we don't know what we're going to call it yet. But
no, it has not been named
No,
yet.
it has not been named. A deep dive, design deep dive or whatever, triple D's. That's probably not what it's going to be called.
Not what it's going to be called.
But we're going to be doing that with Rob, where he's going to pick one big topic. He's going to go through it all. I believe we're trying to do that on like a Friday every week or something like that.
Tuesday.
And then Thursday. Are you looking at the board? Tuesday.
I'm looking at the other whiteboard.
Oh, you're looking at the other whiteboard. Yeah, the one back over there. So that'll happen, and that way you guys can think about it, can talk about it, can machinate, and then and if you have more questions, we can answer some of those on the Thursday live stream. So
clever.
Amazing.
Community feedback. It's what we're all
right.
about.
No, it is.
That's
It is.
The important thing.
Well, a lot of the stuff we're still designing. So I mean, it's like you guys are getting in on the ground floor of designing a game, and this is kind of why we want to do it this way. You know, we have a philosophy of what we're going to do, and we then want to make this game with you involved, which is why we have the Proving Grounds coming and why we want to have them help us balance everything. Right. So you know what's really cool about the community? When they get together and make videos. Yeah. So I think if Michael's ready back there,
we probably need to talk somewhere.
Do you think so? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, he's ready.
He's totally ready.
Yes, he is on the ball. Michael's working double time these days. So we're going to show you some fan vids. They sent these in, and well, just check it out.
So this will be this one will be Logante right here on this one.
Okay, this is Logante.
Cut down version.
Okay, all right, cut down Logante.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name's Logante. You may recognize me from educational films such as Proper Maintenance of Your Ship, How Not to Disarm a Missile and or Warhead, and How to Relax in the Most Dire of Times. I'm here today to explain to you why I support Descent Underground and why you should too. If you are like myself, you might feel that the industry has changed in a way that you may not agree with. The focus of the industry is what's changed. The magic is gone, and it's more about numbers than having fun with your friends and family. But what if a group decides to change the focus away from the business norm and back to having a focus about the community? Now's your chance to support Descent Underground, and I hope to see you in that community with me.
President. Yeah. I love.
There are
Legante.
better choices, Legante.
I know.
I'm just saying.
No, there's not. No, he's right on the money. He's right there. We love Legante. He's super creative.
Good to see him here.
It is, and now he's joined us. He knows us from Star Citizen as well as coming over here to this project and helped us out. And he's part of it. He's excited about it, and actually got to hang out with him a little bit at South by Southwest this week, which was really fun. And Mike, do you have our South by Southwest look at the?
I'll put that up in a second.
Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, I noticed that wasn't on my list there, even though
you're right.
that happens.
Forgot
It does. It's okay. It'll come in. So why don't we show some of the other people that sent videos in? Can we do that?
This is one that. This is part of one that Pena put together with a bunch of the other.
Oh, yeah. Simon Pena got together. We created this thing called Video Nuts, which is on Skype. It's a Video Nuts channel. It's all the people that are out there, making videos. Jazz, Matt, Nikki, just all, and then so Legante, all the people you'll see there. And they get together and be creative and have some fun making these stuff. And we want to feature. This is big important to us that we feature the community. So let's roll with that.
Yeah.
Oh, bows his head in shame.
Once killed a man in Reno just to watch him die. May have killed a hobo? I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you.
Built a green screen studio and made silly videos for Wingman's Hangar. That's I think the worst thing.
Spending amount of money on crowdfunding video games.
Use PayPal credit and then beg forgiveness from my wife. But I haven't spent thousands of dollars on anything. Hundreds, yes, and thousands, no.
I have pimped myself, subjugated my family, imprisoned my loved ones, embezzled my wife's checkbook, blackmailed my brother, embarrassed my daughter. Well, it's a disease. What can I say? I'm planning to go to a 12-step program after I crowdfund the next project. After. Not now. Probably the early Buck Rogers days, those sleek, silvery ships that look like something out of, well, let's just leave it at that.
Well, I saw an episode of Lost in Space, and that was it, really. I just couldn't go back to basketball ever since then.
I guess I realized it when they started to seduce my wallet.
When the Constellation concept art came out, I'm still straight.
That's a hard question.
No question about the whole season.
I like all of them.
Any episode with Jewel State or Marina Baccarin in it. Hint, wink, wink.
Jane has a gun, and then he threatens to shoot a guy, but then I actually shoot the guy. And then...
Jane, the man they call Jane. I don't remember what that one was called.
Once.
Who came up with these questions?
Yeah.
Who came up with this question is silly. You are silly.
So are we, but you're silly.
Silly.
Whenever I see a beautiful woman, I've heard it's very attractive.
I tend to do that when I am not running off a script, really. I'm just answering questions off the cuff.
Well, I don't have to make swooshing noises or pretend. Look around. This practically is a spaceship.
Okay, well, that's it. Go to the Kickstarter page and pledge. Yeah. Give them all your money.
No, not all of them, just enough so you can...
Give them a bit of money.
Yes.
Yes. And send them lots of booze.
Do we get paid now?
I'm not sure.
Wait, we're not getting paid for this?
I think not.
Okay.
Wow. There's like a longer one that's 10 minutes long. It's got a lot. Yeah, wow. It's and some of the things he asks are absurd and hilarious, and
we appreciate absurd.
Yeah, if you can't be funny, if you can't enjoy life, what the hell are you doing? So, do you have a favorite Firefly episode?
I do. Out of Gas.
Oh, Out of Gas.
The flashbacks are really cool. I think that's what sold me on that one. It's just the pacing, the storytelling in that one was great.
I kind of there's a lot of. I mean, I like them all, right? But The two that I think that remind me are the train robbery, because when he says, "Hey, I want you to take the money back," and the guy's like, "We're going to hunt you down," and he kicks him through the engine. That's awesome. And then I love that one. And then obviously, how can you not like the Janetown?
Yeah, Jamestown is.
Yeah, the hero of Canton, the man they call Jay.
Singing is not your next.
No,
career.
definitely not my next thing.
But yes, the Ballad of Jane is an excellent piece.
Yeah. So should we just get to some of the questions from?
Are we ready? Are we there yet?
I think we should be there.
We're close to there. I'm gonna get you.
We're close to there. We're not quite there yet, Michael.
I'm gonna load them in a second. I'll be able to give them.
We should talk about what else happened this week. Like, for instance, that we showed the drone bay.
Oh man, what? Yeah, we did. We showed the drone bay. You know, that's kind of a 3D representation of a menu system, really.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, what it comes down to is just.
All right, I've got the questions ready.
Okay, well, let's talk about the drone bay. Why don't you tell them what the drone bay is?
So the drone bay it's your home base between missions, between sessions.
Right. Sure.
Also, it will be your home base in the single player campaign as well, because I mean, it's all about these giant harvesters flying around. Should I be making whooshing noises? And
no, you
while I'm doing the
you
harvester?
can't whoosh as a harvester. It's more of a
okay.
The whoosh is more the drones. So you got to know the difference between a and a whoosh.
Okay,
it's totally different.
So the harvesters go around.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of pew pew on the harvesters. That's all on the drones.
Harvesters are huge.
They're massive.
They're carrying all these drones, just giant walls of drones, and some of them are your little collection of drones. And so that's where you do your upgrades and your repairs, and maybe just look at how pretty they are.
Yeah.
Because really they're
customize
beautiful.
your bay, make it look like your home or your stuff. So they'll be
stealing all my fact.
Oh, right. Well,
man,
is that a fact question?
Yes.
Curses. Well, we'll answer it again in case you missed it. Tune in later for that question to be answered again. On what do we call it our show? The Kickstarter update, Wingman something. I don't know. We're off the rails.
We are.
We are off the rails.
This is what we get for doing a 10 o'clock show. We obviously are not on yet.
10 o'clock. Well, we were doing an 11 o'clock show, but our good friends at Cloud Imperium have that exact same time slot. We don't want to. Some people want to watch both, so we want to give them a chance to do that.
So we don't. This is not a fight.
No, we're together.
We're one big happy community.
We're one big happy community. Well, we're two communities, but there's a lot of crossover.
It's all the whole gaming community as a whole. It's one big happy family.
Well, it's true. You know, the bringing these games back, the nostalgia, the fact that these games are not dead anymore, and they're PC. You know, my God, PC games have been ignored for years, and here we are. Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all these places allow PC gamers to have a voice. I mean, it's funny because when we were growing up buying games, you'd walk into what was it, CompUSA back in the day, or Babbage's, and you see nothing but PC games everywhere.
Well, I know.
And
and all the neat little stickers like, this will run best on a Pentium. I'm like, I don't have a Pentium.
Yeah, 46. I got a 4625. But it was, but now it's like you go into GameStop or something, and you have maybe a tiny shelf of,
there's 4.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not even that, or just like Steam cards or something, So it's kind of sad, really, and it doesn't mean that the PC market has died in any way. It's just sort of transitioned to a digital marketplace where people download things, and so, this allows us as creators to come directly to the people that are going to be playing our product, and even more than that, they get to help us be involved in the process of making it and balancing it, and that's huge for us, and so we appreciate you guys being involved. So. What were you saying, Michael?
Well, I've got some questions for you.
Okay.
Oh, he's got some questions.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. You see that? Michael is on camera now.
Seen that before?
Thank you very much for dressing up today, Michael.
At least production is on point today. We're a little off.
Yeah, happens.
All right, here's the first question. You ready?
Sure.
Go.
From Prater.
Prater says,
the drone bay is a 3D hub screen and tool for preserving your ships between missions.
I think he's quoting you.
He is, pretty much. Are we controlling drones or flying ships? It seems odd that the Torch KS doesn't seem to have a cockpit when the successor, the Pyro GX, does. Is that part of the lore?
Yes! Actually, no. The thing about the... Okay, starting first. Drones. Yes, they're drones.
Yes.
That's why it doesn't have a cockpit. There is a story to tell behind that and the evolution of cockpitted... That's not a word, is it?
Well, there's just a faction
cockpitted drones.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had cockpitted ships at first.
Right. Why they come back is part of our tale.
Right.
But we can't give it away yet. That's just not fair.
Well, we could tell them a little bit of what's out there, that the corporations got together because they were they were losing pilots, and that was fairly expensive to their bottom line. And so then they decided to mine these things with drones, and don't want to tell too much more than that, to be honest. No, because that's part of what you'll be playing out there. I mean, the issue with single-player storylines are you sort of want to unfold them and figure them out, right? You don't want to just have people read them to you, and you want to play that, and that's upcoming. So yes, drones.
Yes, drones.
And yes, the reason the Torch doesn't have a cockpit is because it's part of the lore.
Yes.
Pretty cool. Thanks for your question. And do we have any more questions, Michael?
We do.
From
Hefe.
How do you say that?
Hefe.
Hefe. You know, it looks like Halfie. Hefe.
That
Achievements.
That might want to be spelled Jefe.
Oh, like Hefe.
Hefe.
Yeah.
Hey, Hefe.
Why does that remind me of the Three Amigos?
Yeah, I know. The Three Amigos. Achievements. Will there be achievements? I mean, the answer needs to be yes. But it should be an official answer. That's funny. Apparently, he wants achievements.
I think the fact that he's already answered the question makes it. We should just sit here and stare at the
like
camera
this,
or
like,
something. It's like, achievements.
What is the answer, though?
Let's go with yes. I think yes is an excellent.
Yeah, I
answer.
mean, yeah, of course. I mean, people want to be recognized for. Not everybody's an achievement hunter, or some people don't care. Some people do care, and they, you want to see your ranking or your movement through the thing, and so, I know for a fact that my 16-year-old Winglet is big on achievements. In fact, so I should have had his head just come in and say yes. So
you want to be able to show off the fact that you survived 10 fights in a row without dying, or that you got through this maze at the shortest amount of time.
Oh, 100%.
Whatever.
100%. There'll be absolutely things
Lots
like
of
that for people to play. I mean, that's kind of you just kind of told a little bit about some of the puzzle stuff that we're going to be. Man, okay, fine.
Well, come on, man.
All right, but that's okay, fine.
Get
whatever.
the word out.
From Spud, and Spud had a really good post in there, which is going to help.
Yeah, the editorial by
Mike,
the me
pull that back up,
was because Spud had a lot of very involved questions that harken back to some of the posts from our hardcore Descent community, but what I wanted to do is bring that up and say, yes, we're going to address it, and our very first design post is going to be about maneuvering ships and how ships work. So,
right. So now let's get to the part of Spud's question we want to answer today. So
it was
questions.
The answer is we're going to talk about all of that on Tuesday.
Man, I am locked in today. I am just, I'm fired.
You are the D team today.
This is this is awesome, man. The D design team. I am
not that D.
I'm on point, man.
E team.
The
Eric team.
You can't beat this. I'm on the knucklehead team. From Zyphon, I noticed angry peas plastered on the wall of the drone bay preview. Does
Literally?
Yeah. He is plastered. Does this mean we'll be able to place logos, decals in the drone bays? What other types of decorations? Christmas lights. For examples. Well,
that seems like a good example.
Yeah, and I'm glad they found peas because he's been doing a really good job for the community and making Drillsy the drone cartoons, and it's pretty cool. So we kind of threw that up as an Easter egg for people to find, and so are we going to be able to? Decorate?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Think about it. Some of the things you see in the Kickstarter campaign are decorations for your drone bay. So
yeah. Oh,
yes,
that's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the point. So everybody wants to customize their look and feel. That's why we're also doing customizable ships and things of that nature. If it's one thing to see like a person's name, like what do you fly by? What's your tagline? You still design Potamus? That'd be like
doesn't fit in Descent.
I was going to say, is it going to be design it would be
Potamus in Descent. There's not enough room for
right? So if you see Potamus out there in the distance, is that POTUS?
No. See, this is
this, but you just look for the pink ship, and it'll be his, and we'll know that
that's yours.
That's what you think, and we'll go from there. All right.
A future pilot.
Oh, a future pilot says, I asked this in chat, but wanted to ask it here for inclusion in the FAQ. Will there be floating power-ups? One.
I think I wrote down something other than what we're going to say.
Should we just answer that? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Of course. How could you be Descent without floating power-ups?
I think I wrote down duh.
I know, right? You can't. Well, no, but you know what? That's not a duh question.
No, I know, but
because when you
Descent,
it is, and when you look at the Kickstarter, it doesn't you know, we built that huge map first so we could show we could play 64 players, but we haven't gotten there to where we've made the power-ups yet. But
we're working on some really spiffy things that we'd like to show off as soon as possible.
Yeah, but Descent is absolutely about all that arcade style of action, and so that we would not be Descent. In fact, we couldn't call ourselves Descent if we didn't have power-ups out there. So definitely yes on the power-ups, and that's going to be fun. It's funny because I actually, by the way, I was on chat last night. Well, you know why I know I'm off my game a little bit today? Friggin' Lothar and Thorn and Hunley and Groundhound had me up till 1:30 in the morning last night in chat going at it. We were having a great time talking about what the game's going to be in Descent. Chat roll is a great place to hang out. Sometimes I drop some sneak peeks. I think I dropped a little sneak peek at the HUD yesterday.
Out of control. Out of control.
Well, you know, that's the fun part. These people are the ones that are helping spread the word. You guys jump into chat. You never know when we're going to jump in there. We're definitely going to be there, and we definitely share some sneak peeks. I promise not to show the 890 jump for those of you who don't remember. Or actually, I could show that now. Not, you know, no big deal. So we'll be, yeah. Well, that's the point. We want to put stuff up there and let you guys have some fun with it, and that's part of the fun. So let's see. By the way, we want to make sure that we get you guys helping us spread the word. Right, the only way we had a great surge yesterday. We want to keep that momentum going. We had a wonderful article in Ars Technica. And I was driving him nuts yesterday by calling it, Ars Technica?
Tekka, yes.
Ars Technica. Well, yeah, but I knew it's Ars Technica yesterday. And we want to keep that momentum going, keep building. And the only way that happens is if you guys spread the word. So, by the way, we also showed the torch.
We have officially announced
the Torch KS. And how do you get the torch?
Which is quite lovely. Well, all we have to do is make it to 650,000 on our Kickstarter, and everyone who bought the game gets it.
Yeah, we talked. That was fun too because we already had a plan for it. We just didn't know where it was. We were going to put it in. We kind of wanted to bring it in surprise-like in the middle of the campaign, and then people were like, "Where's the Pyro GX? Where's the Pyro GX?" And we're like, "Well, you know what? Maybe we should bring that forward a little bit and show a little bit about what's going on."
Push up to the front of the line.
Yeah. But then we didn't really realize how we wanted to introduce it. Like, do we want to introduce it as an add-on? Do we want to introduce it as a stretch goal? Do we want to introduce it as a very high-end add-on? Because, you know, making games is not cheap.
No, especially AAA titles.
Right. I'm not sure what Hangar Concepts means, Mike. We've already talked about the Hangar Bay, but I know you've got... Oh, I see. You want to show them. Fair enough.
There they are.
He has pretty pictures. Okay, so Mike's on his game. We're not. So as you can see, here's kind of some pictures of the drone bay.
Drone bay.
He's calling it the Hangar. It's not the Hangar. It's the drone bay. So these are kind of some of the things. We've got a few different looks and varieties that you'll see coming forward.
This is all work in progress.
There's Angry Peas right there on the wall.
Right now, it's a little cavernous feeling, but you know, it'll come down a little.
It is. It's work in progress.
Feature the drone more.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Look at your pretty.
Well, we've only got one ship. We're concept stage for a lot of the other ships right now, and we'll be sharing a lot of that going forward. But that one that we saw yesterday with the thingy-mabobber was really
thingy-mabobber?
Cool. Yeah, I don't want to. I'll just give this out there.
The thingy-mabobber.
The thingy-mabobber that they'll like. I think.
That's absolutely.
The doohickey.
The doohickey.
The doohickey. Thingy-bobber. The doohickey. We'll come up with all kinds.
We may need to rethink our 10 o'clock time slot.
Yeah, nah. No way, man. This is better. So the Torch KS is definitely going to be there for everybody. We let you guys vote on it. You spoke loud and clear, and you know, as ever, we're going to include you in some of the important decisions that we do. Now, we're still going to design the game.
Well, yeah.
That we've got the design, but we want your passion. We want your feedback. We want your emotional involvement, because that's the only way this game gets A, made, and B, made correctly. So, good ups on you guys all for doing that. It helped us come up with a good solution. I think the solution's nice. We're not actually selling it. It's basically free for everybody. That, although it is, the only time they can get it is during the campaign.
I know.
There's going to be like a similar style of ship, but it won't be.
Cool,
you're right. This will be the one that identifies you as being here as an OG, original gangster.
Original
gangster. Yeah. I'm hip. I'm totally hip.
You are the opposite of hip.
I'm hip.
What does Winglet think you're hip?
No.
So you are not.
No, but I am hip. I'm so hip. In fact, I'm getting my hip replaced next week.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting my hip replaced. Not yet, but you never know there, youngsters. So, you know, I don't know if we want to roll the South by Southwest bid or not. It's kind of not really.
I'm voting no.
It's not really about our game. We had a little fun. If many of you will know that I was, we were actually all of us were on Star Citizen for a while, and we left to follow our passion, which is here. And let's roll it. We had a little fun at South by Southwest, and do I know anything about Star Citizen?
No.
Well, hey everybody, we're here at South by Southwest at the Palmer Event Center. We're going to check out the new incredible titles that are going on. We've heard tale that there's one here that is something incredible. So we're going to go take a look. There's something taking over South by Southwest this year. We weren't sure what it was, but it's some game called Star Citizen. So it seems to be a big crowd here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Hi, what's going on? What's your name?
My name's Brandon.
Brandon.
Yes,
hey, your name's Brandon. That's pretty cool. So, Brandon, can you tell me what is Star Citizen? Are you a developer or what?
No, I'm not a developer. At
okay,
all.
Okay.
Just a fan.
A fan. Well, what is it? What is Star Citizen?
It's a space sim. It's pretty fun.
Space sims need to make a comeback. We love them. So what's fun about it? Is it old school? Is it new school? What's good?
I'd say it's a little of both. So it's bringing new school to old school to new school, and it's got different ships. The ships are probably the coolest thing about it. There are different things with them. Going in the ships and seeing what they have to offer, it's really cool.
Matt, how are you doing, Matt?
Pretty good.
So are you a fan as well of Star Citizen?
I'm a huge fan, man. I played Wing Commander before this, so that was something I grew up on. So when I heard something that Star Citizen, I'm like, oh, what's Star Citizen? Oh, it's another space sim. Well, we haven't seen anything since like Descent Free Space. That was like the last thing I played. So Star Citizen's like, hey, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it look awesome, and we're going to let you do FPS also. We're going to let you board ships. We're going to let you land on planets. We're going to be economy.
We've managed to wrangle one of the development team. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Tyler Whitkin.
Tyler, can you tell us a little bit about this game? It's like all the rage here.
Yeah, it's really exciting for us and humbling to see everybody come over. Star Citizen is an MMO. We're aiming to be the best damn space sim ever. Made by Cloud Imperium Games.
It looks beautiful. Is it pushing the envelope or what?
Yeah, I think that's one of the cool things about it is that we have this opportunity to really be ambitious. We have so much talent that's just really trying to take it to the next level. And then, of course, Chris Roberts, who's really just leading the charge.
This game sounds amazing. I cannot wait to play it. Well, we had a little fun there. I know. Rob's a groaner. Is
it over now?
Obviously, we know Star Citizen, and it was just kind of we had a little fun there. And basically, I did a talk about crowdfunding for Descent Underground there with Gordon Walton. There's a Twitch stream out there where I think we're going to pull our bit out of it and find somewhere to post it up on our website so you guys can.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Hopefully, it's interesting. It basically talks about mechanisms of making this all happen, and truthfully the mechanism is you guys. I mean, we need you guys out there pounding the bushes, hitting the pavement, letting people know about, well, you beat the bushes.
Pounding the bushes a thing?
Yeah, you get that way the snipe come out. So you you know the snipe hunt, aren't you going on a snipe hunt? Anyway, so
okay, that's just getting worse and worse every day.
I know. So we need people, we need you guys out there helping us out, spread the word, get people involved. This is the community developed game. We're doing this all together. We're doing this, as an item, and we want to prove to the world that this is the proper way of doing it. You make the right decisions. You join the thing. Come join us on Kickstarter. Help us get that going. And do you have anything else you want to say?
Spread the word. Spread the love. Speak your mind.
Yeah.
Be polite.
Yeah, be polite. Please be polite.
And honestly, our community has been amazingly
great,
considerate, even while disagreeing, which I love seeing that. I mean, we're going to have disagreeing opinions at times, and that's fine. But.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to please everybody,
Yeah.
but you'll find something that you'll like in the game, I think, for pretty much everyone, at least. If you liked the original Descent, you're going to love what we're doing here. And, we'll have the classic mode for some people who just want that experience. But
are you getting ahead of things again?
I'm getting ahead of things again.
I'm
getting ahead of things. So where are we going to see them? In the verse.